home tonight. Dawn and Angie shining bright with tarot cards and spirits near. Answers to your questions appear. Sonoran, mystic guiding your way. A5Says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. Shuffle the deck, feel the air. Whispers of the unknown everywhere. Life's tough questions fade to light with Dawn and Angie by your side. Sonoran, mystic guiding your way. A5Says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. The veil is thin, the stars align. Unlock the secrets, time to shine. Feel the magic, let it flow. Together through the mystic show. Sonoran, mystic guiding your way. A5Says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow.
Welcome in, everybody.
Hello, Don. How are you?
Good. I just tweaked my mic. Can you hear it well? Or is it good or is it too low? Is it good?
I can hear you. It's good. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, cool. Super. Yeah, the other one I used one this morning and it was putting a lot of emphasis on the S's and I heard the playback afterwards. I watched a little bit of the playback and I'm like, oh, no, we can't have that. So
Hey, Quinn. Hey, beautiful Erica. Beautiful one, Erica.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. Hey, Affirm Wellness. Nice to see you.
Oh my goodness. Are you at basketball? Affirm. Look, I almost forgot what your name was. I'm like, wait, I know that name. Are you at basketball or football or some kind of sporting event right now? Because baby, you are super mom of the year with the. I would have loved for my son to be on her kids team because I know she is gonna be like team manager, fundraiser, blah blah blah. Yeah, let's get Kim to do.
It was great when we were in Maryland. She'd come to Loyola and caught up with us at the end of the evening, and we went out for our drinks afterwards, and it was so fun. It was good catching up with Kim.
I was jealous, like, oh, what in the heck? But that's okay because rumor has it we're supposed to be going to Baltimore or somewhere. I think Baltimore for Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
Exactly. We have relatives that live there. Let me tell you something. If you think I'm going there and I'm not getting me some seafood while I'm on that side of the town over there, I'm getting me some of everything that I could possibly find. I think you found a place for everybody to go get crab cakes too from, right, Don?
Oh, okay,
yeah. So I'm going to need that because, you know, if I go over there, listen, I just want a whole day where I can just go get what I want to eat. I don't want nothing y'all cook. I don't want to meet up with family. I just want to go get my food from all the different places.
You know, it's interesting. There's one dish that I can't find most places, but it's a very local dish. And so there are a few places, if you go to a very, very local place, you'll get them, and that's called a crab fluff. It's a very old dish. And what it is crab meat, and it has a little bit of a binder, but not much, because in Baltimore, you don't use a lot of binder. And it has a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard, and some Worcestershire sauce, and some Old Bay. And then it's put into a ball like this, and then it's deep fried.
Oh my God. First of all, Don, you had me at a ball of crabs. Let me tell you this. Because my mouth started watering. I remember when Wendy Williams used to be on TV, and she used to be like, "Oh, my mouth is just watering." The whole time you were describing, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I can eat all it." And then you said deep fry, and that right there, I almost flatlined right there. I just almost fell out. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, my mom used to go
that
over.
Is affirmed. Kim, do you know where that is? Do you know where I can get that?
Yeah, my mom used to go to this place off of I don't think it was B&A Boulevard, or maybe B&A Boulevard, or one of the. It was a place right not too far from us, and that place was the place we go to, and we would drive to go there to get that damn crab fluff, and you could eat and just live in that crab.
I need to confirm. You're saying yes that you know where I can get this food is that Don is talking about, because we're all going to be there together. That's what her brother lives there, and so that's what we're supposed to be going. Really? So if you. Oh, she said send her the recipe. You go. Wait a minute. You gonna make it for me? Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all done made my day. I could just go. I just go to bed right now. That was it right there. Food excites me. My husband needs to know we need to have a large traveling food budget.
Well, it's funny because before Angie and I came live, we were discussing food, of course, and seafood. Even seafood is what we're talking about. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. We're back to seafood that quick.
That's why I always love Ed Pitcher. He'd be like the foodie doctor. I'd be like, yep, and I'm just enjoying every part of it. Like, oh my goodness, just amazing food all the time.
Yeah, and I tell you what, after being at Loyola, I mean, Loyola's a great college. Don't get me wrong; it's a nice place, but the catered food. After a while, I'm catered out. I was like, I am done. I have got to get something else. So when we took off, when we went to Inner Harbor, I told I told a few people. I said, hey, tonight. Actually, it was the night before. I told everybody I'm breaking out tomorrow night, breaking out of prison tomorrow night, and going down to the Inner Harbor. I'm going to get me some real seafood. And I said, I've got to have Maryland crab cakes. Got to do the Maryland crab cakes, no matter what. And so we did. So Julie and her brother Rob and Susan and Bill and Jennifer and then some other people, and down we went.
Let me say this, because beautiful ones, Erica, I promise you that was my exact thought when I saw it. Did y'all know that Nothing But Cakes has a football special cake, and it's a chocolate bundt cake with Snicker broken up and baked in the inside of it? I can't even wait to go and have it. Like, and that's what I said.
Talk about turning something.
Oh my goodness, it sounds so good. I was like, oh my God.
I say taking decadence to a whole new level is what it is.
A chocolate bundt cake with Snicker broken up and cooked inside. I was like, they had me at Snicker. I'm on my way.
That's like going to Dairy Queen and buying that. What's the thing you try? Blizzard. The Blizzard with either. Heath
I get a banana split Blizzard on. It's all the greatness of the banana split. Just throwing it. I just say no chocolate, so I don't get no chocolate ice cream and no chocolate syrup. But I get all the stuff that would be in a banana split in my Blizzard, and it'd be the deliciousness of it too. And they have to put the peanuts on there, and it'd be the bomb.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's Dairy Queen's been around forever, and it still hits the spot. It doesn't try to do anything amazingly outside the box. Exactly. They do variations of the box, but they don't go outside. But they understand that their box sells.
Oh my goodness! I'm telling you, you do what you know. When you start going all out and being like, "Oh, I want to do everything," that's when you mess up. Nothing but cakes. All they do is cake. Not even fancy cakes. Just little cakes with a whole bunch of thick icing on it. And here you go. And we're buying them like hot cakes.
Yep. And it's funny because their drizzle is the same on all of them. It's just a different color because of different flavor, but it's the same drizzle. So when you see it, that look, that's anything but
and they
cake.
just remixed all of the different cakes, like the cinnamon, there was a cinnamon something, it was, or a cheesecake one or something. It's just regular, probably the vanilla cake, and then they just add whatever cream or whatever little mixture on the cinnamon or whatever on top. So they just remix all their base flavors. And I'm like, whoever thought of this was a freaking genius. And you're right, Erica. I try to stay away from sweets too, but good Lord.
Yeah. I like the red velvet still. I don't know why I fell in love with red velvet years ago, because it really, I don't know, there's just something about it that's, for me, is like poop. And so when I can get a red velvet cake, I'm gonna get a red velvet.
That's how I feel about that strawberry cake. That is my business right there, the strawberry one. I'd be like, oh my goodness, like I'll try all their little seasonal specials. I haven't tried the chocolate mint yet. That'll probably be around like later in the year. Their pumpkin is good. Oh my goodness.
The pumpkin is really good.
And that carrot cake, I
like it because that's
and the carrot cake.
And the carrot cake.
You know what? All of them are.
But it's interesting. The pumpkin has that little extra spice to it, the little extra kick.
No, I love pumpkin spice. Oh my goodness, they have me at pumpkin spice. I love it. Okay, y'all. Now that we done made y'all hungry, everybody done went to the kitchen for us.
I know they've all left the live. They've already went off and did it wherever.
Oh, Quinn says earlier she said she makes bundt cakes for open houses, and she says she makes Oreo, strawberry, chocolate, vanilla upside down, pineapple, and cherry chip. Oh, okay.
My husband's favorite cake is pineapple upside down cake. So when I really need to make him feel special, guess what I make? Pineapple upside down. And it's interesting because so many people you can't find it in most places. So it's not as though I can go out and buy one.
That was my favorite cake. My grandmother used to make it for me all the time. Then when my grandmother passed, my aunt used to make it. Hers was a little bit more rich than my grandmother's, but I love me a pineapple upside down cake. My granny, Aunt Carolyn, that's what I'm talking about, Quinn, used to make me pineapple upside down cakes. I love them. Oh my goodness. And both of them could make it. And my grandmother made it different. She would make it different ways. So, sometimes she would like poke the little holes down in it and let the pineapple stuff drizzle through. Oh my goodness.
And you know what? I tell you what, I am not light. I'm very heavy-handed with the butter for that brown topping, which is actually on the bottom, for the brown sugar thing. I am heavy-handed on the butter, and so when it comes out, you're eating butter, but it's good butter. It's like
oh my goodness.
Yeah. So when I want to make them feel special, I do the pineapple upside down cake, and I win the day. when that happens.
Minnie, I see your question, but we don't do love readings. So, do you have another question? She said, when will the person on her mind contact her on what day?
And she typed it 4 times.
Exactly. That's why I said, let me let you know that we see you, but we're not going to answer that question.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
When the person on my mind will contact me on which
So I got to read your mind to figure out who it is and then tell you the exact date that they're going to contact you. I don't know, hon. It would be easier for you to just call now.
Or have you even met him? Have you even met him before? I hate to say it, but I have to ask that question. I do.
Do you know?
Exactly. It's like, really? Do you know them? Don, did you know that red velvet cake is the flavor of cocoa and vanilla mixed? Red food coloring added, has to have cream cheese icing. Yes, must have cream cheese icing. If it doesn't have cream cheese icing, you gotta leave it alone. Yep, I agree. Must have the cream cheese icing. But yeah, I know it had cocoa in it because there's that sprinkling, but it's not heavy. I guess it's because the vanilla, it's not heavy-handed cocoa, so it has this light, nice flavor.
Kim, you are so wrong. I love having y'all in the chat. I miss y'all. You know who else? Sonoran. Yeah, she used to come all the time. She was a little flight attendant. We haven't seen from her in time. I miss her.
And she even told us she would send us pictures of her in her uniform. Remember?
Still not again.
And she did get. I remember she passed. Remember, and she was hired.
So we've been waiting. That's okay.
Absolutely. Hey, Kim, since you are here, would you like a reading? We would love to read for you. Kind of, you can get us rolling this tonight if you're up for it. And if so, what kind of question do you have? Specific, general, or are you just going to tell us no? Thank you anyway. Your microphone, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Is that better? Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
When I first saw her name, I saw a guy. So I was gonna say I didn't want to do a romance reading. But Kim, is there a guy that you just met? I feel like he wears a hat all the time. He's kind of professional because I see him in a suit. So I see you with a guy, a tall guy, and I feel like he's a darker skinned guy, with a beard, maybe gray. Really nice though, really a gentleman. So I feel like I see this guy, either you're about to meet him or you have already met him and you're seeing him, and he's just mesmerizing to you. Like when he talks to you, you are just like, like it's kind of like being in a trance, but he's not a scummy person, so he's not going to use that to his, to try to get over on you. He seems to be a very nice person and somebody that you would want to, they showed me like you guys traveling together, so I figured that's showing me like your voyage over time. But I feel like it's going to be a good, a nice person that you meet, professional, maybe retired or near retirement. And, I don't see any kids, so maybe he has a son, but he may be an adult son. So I don't feel like he has littles. I feel like he either has none or he has some that are adult children. So that's what I got for you, Kim. As soon as I saw affirm, that's what I got for you. So I hope that's good news for you. Hi, Ty.
Let's see what I got for Kim. What do I get for Kim? What energy am I picking for Kim? Kim, are you up for promotion or raise? Because I feel like there's some recognition for the work that you're doing, and so I don't know if it's like an award of some kind or like a bonus, or even again could be promotion. But I'm getting more recognition than promotion. So as soon as I was saying that, it was like no recognition. Did you have some kind of project or something that you did recently that again was very specific? And because I'm getting, again, there's a focus of something you did and you're getting recognized for it. So it was something specific, not just a general kind of, okay, you've been here a year, you've been here 2 years, you've been here 3 years. It wasn't kind of that thing. It was actually some recognition for something that you did that they were very happy with. If you haven't gotten it, you may be getting it soon, because again, I'm picking up that energy. And it's kind of like I hear the crowds applauding. So the applaud, when you hear the applaud sound, it's a recognition sound. It's not just a cha-ching sound, because otherwise we applause and cha-ching. So this is again recognition, but there will be a financial attachment to it. So there probably will be like a bonus or some kind of something like that. Nice. Well, there may be an economic benefit from that project as well that you don't see yet. And so don't be surprised. But yeah, no, I got that for sure. That's good to hear. I'm glad that they recognized you, because again, I feel like it was, again, I heard the cheering, so it was a success, which is nice. Hey Pam, no, I didn't see up until the last message when you asked if we had seen you, and that's the one I typed the response that I saw you, but I hadn't seen you before then. So it's nice to see you in. Yeah, she says, oh, nice, I'll take the 2. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Of course, Affirm Wellness, because, cha-ching, cha-ching. Take that Monday. Take
money
that
and a man, a double M, Eminem.
Oh, my goodness.
Eminem. Right.
What more could you want?
First reading out the gate, we hot, Don. We hot right
now. And Miss Angie, can I make a little question mark, like, was that a love reading?
No, Don, I didn't even want to say it, but I couldn't help but to say it. Soon as her name came up, I saw a man, and I was like, not a love reading. And I was like, oh, it is for Kim, so I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, now we see you, Pamela. You're popping up. I see it's okay, and just checking. Yeah. So it's funny. So of all people, Kim, of all people, would break the rule. She'd have to bring in the love energy
right out the gate. I'm like, oh my God. And he is nice. Kim, see if he got a brother. See if he got a son. At this age, I could date you or your dad. I don't care.
Oh Oh my Lord! Now Angie's turned into a cougar all of a sudden. Lord have mercy.
We're right in that middle passage, like 30 or 60, and we're right there.
Exactly. What's a few years here and there, right? Who cares?
Right. Oh my goodness.
goodness.
All right, who's next, Don?
I'm gonna let you.
Hey,
pick this
Kelly,
time.
how are you? Oh, I saw somebody, but let me see if I see their stuff. I started to read somebody. Oh, the person who asked about her professor and taking an exam. Something about surgery on her foot. Knee surgeon was unable to attend my college due to health issues. Once you're healed, yes, I don't think, like, if you're still in recovery, I don't think you should try to go back to school unless it's online. But once you're recovered and you're able to walk, I think that you'll just have to do an appeal or something like that and let them know what the situation is, show them your documentation. They should let you right back in. I don't think that they would kick you out and not let you back in for something like that. Yeah, especially if it was like an emergency thing versus something planned where you could have let them know and worked around it. But this seems like you should just be able to show them the paperwork and get right back in. I don't even think that has to be a psychic kick. That just sounds regular, unless you want to know if they're going to send you back. I see yes, but I think I see you changing your focus too, because I see you going like left and then you turn around and you do a 180 and you're going right, like you're going in a totally different direction. So I think when you go back, you may change what you want to do, and you may not want to continue into what you are going. Or maybe if you haven't totally decided which major you want, you'll decide now what your focus will be, and you'll do fine. But stay focused. I think that you tend to get a little bit distracted, like either with things that are going on outside of school or just in general. Sometimes you just, like you're scrolling on the phone or watching TV or just doing all kinds of things that have nothing to do with school. So I am getting when you get back in, you need to stay focused and not allow outside distractions to keep you from doing whatever it is that you need to be doing. So I'm getting that you really do need to stay focused when you get back in school. So I get a good general feeling about that. So that's what I got for whatever her name was. It started with an S. Sharada.
Yes.
Sharada.
I'm looking for it now.
She's under. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And she wanted to know if she would be allowed to take her exam.
Yeah. Yeah, I get a very positive energy around that. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I even got a yes on the pendulum. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Angie, explain to everybody, for those who do not understand how they can use the pendulum in their own lives. Can you explain to them what they can use as a pendulum, and then how?
And I have one of each kind, just something that's hanging from a string like this. You can make your own, like anything you can hang on a string and just hold it like this. This is actually a necklace that is also a pendulum. So you use it and you just allow it to be able to hang free like this. And you can ask yes, no questions and get responses. But first you need to kind of like test it or proof it to see that it's doing what you're doing. Like everybody does, they're different. The way that I do mine is I say, show me a yes. And then it shows me a yes. And I make sure it's my normal symbol, which is clockwise. It goes around clockwise. And then I tell it to stop. And then you can say, show me a no. And then it'll show me my no. And my no is back and forth like that. So that's how I know. And so then in order to test it, now that you know your yes and no, you just go ahead and ask the questions that you know the answer to. Is my name Angie Lewis? And then it'll go around, and that's my yes. And it lets me know that it is my name. And then you can say, is today Wednesday? And then it'll do it. So you test it with questions that you know for a fact what the answer is. And then once you see it's consistent with the yes or the no, then you can go ahead and ask whatever questions that you're trying to find out. So you could have said, am I going to be, like, is Sharada going to be able to go back into school and take her exams? And it just went to a yes again. So you just ask questions that you, yes, no questions, and that makes it easy for you. And again, you can use a necklace, anything that you can hang on a string and let it dangle. and let it freely move. You can use as a pendulum.
And it tends to, if you use, like, if you wear a necklace all the time that you're comfortable with, that you really feel connected to, those are some of the easiest ones, because your energy is all in it. So when you're feeling it and you're sensing it, that it's easier for that piece of jewelry, because your energy is so into it. If it's something you don't use often, you may have to use it and you rub it in your hands and kind of get your energy in it first. So be patient with it, but believe me, if you use it enough, if you practice a little bit with it, you'd be surprised how accurate it can be. It's kind of scary accurate, because sometimes you don't want the answer it gives you, and then you're going to try to justify it by doing it 10 trillion times, and you're like, it's like, okay, until I get the answer I want. Well, guess what? Sometimes it's not the answer you always want that's going to help you. Sometimes you need to hear the truth and says, no, not so much.
For her, that you have to ask Archangel Michael. I never even knew that. So when I got mine, I did not do that. I just kind of tempered it to find out what my yes and my no was, and then I just played around with it to get different answers, and I use it for stuff. It works better for other people than for me, because I think I influence it. When it's for me, I think I have a little bit more mental influence over it. So, or maybe I just don't trust it. But when I do it for other people, it seems to be a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't use it often for me, except if it's an extreme. It's a situation where it's not even if it's a clear defined line between what a yes and a no will be, not a maybe or whatever, and I'm like, I need a yes and no answer, I will use it. And but I like the feeling of it, because I can feel if it's a strong yes or a strong no, and when you use it enough, you will learn that feeling too. You will feel when it starts moving very much aggressively, and it starts doing the yes, a strong yes. It's like, okay, you don't need to have a house full of me. But remember, every time before you use it to ask your question, every time you pick it up and start to use it for anything, test it. Always do the testing questions. And therefore, you know what a yes is, because you can never guarantee that the yes today will be in the same form as a yes tomorrow or the next day. Generally speaking, it is. And I totally understand that. However, you do not know that maybe tomorrow the yes could read a different way. And then if you read it and you're reading it wrong, then you're not going to get a good answer. So be patient.
And that makes sense, Don, because one time I got the opposite. I got the counterclockwise, and I didn't know what that was. And that was that it needed more time. Like the answer wasn't available. I needed more time. And I was like, what? Or like a maybe. It went backwards, because normally it's a clockwise or a back and forth. And this one went the opposite way. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. And they showed me time. So it was like it needed more time before you got the answer.
Yeah, but again, be patient with it, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it, actually, because but don't start living your life based on it. By the way, don't
use it like a magic 8-ball.
Exactly, because the reality is no matter what, it's like, even if you pick up a tarot deck and you learn how to use the tarot deck, don't use it for every decision, because you should never live your life based on that. You live your life based on your life. But if you need answers from time to time, then there you go. Go ahead and do it that way then.
All right. So who else? Wait, we did. Oh, so we did that person. So who's next, Don? Kelly Dick says that she's been practicing with her dowsing rod.
How are they working, Kelly? How beneficial have they been for you? I've heard a lot of good things about it. And put my eyeballs back on so I can see. That also helps predict the gender of a baby. If it goes back and forth, the baby is a boy.
The pendulum. That they posted that when we were talking about the pendulum.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I remember now, and it's interesting. I haven't heard that in years, but as soon as I started reading that, I remember that now, because my aunt used to believe in that, and she would put the pendulum over the girls' baby bellies and do that, and I never knew if it worked or not, because I never paid attention when the baby came, what it was, so I never knew. But I'm curious to find out whether it was real or not. Kelly says, what? Let's see. Yeah, they are tools.
Hey,
yeah, absolutely. Hey, Miss Bonnie, how are you? Sorry to get back with you later this afternoon, but I was gone all day. I got back just in time to bother Miss Angie and said, "Hey, are you ready?" So if you're still up after we get off, I'll give you a shout if you're up to it.
James, are you still on here? James Shoemaker? Because I get a girl, and I don't know if she's alive or not on the other side, but there's a young girl that I see in your energy. And do you play football? Because I feel like she's on the sidelines reaching out to you, and she feels like she's on the other side. So I want to know if you lost a young friend, a female friend. She feels like she's on the other side, but she may not be. But to me, she feels like she's on the other side.
Could it be a spouse?
I don't know. She feels like late teens, early 20s, like she doesn't feel very yes, you're still here, I'm assuming. But did you lose a female friend or a female, some kind of female in your life? She feels younger, like late teens, early 20s, somewhere around there. And I feel like she's on the other side. I don't feel like she's on this side. And I feel like you play football. Hey, Virgil. Miss Bonnie, are you feeling better? Hello, Allison. Hello, Vanessa. James, you are taking a long time. I know you can type faster than that. You got two hands. It is taking forever. I see this girl, this young girl, like off to the side, and she seems to be handing something to him, but I don't feel like she's on this side, like she's alive. I feel like she's on the other side. His son plays football. Okay. So did the son have hey, James? Did the son? And he did. Okay. So did either one of them lose someone, a young female friend, cousin, or someone? Because there's a young girl on the sideline who's handing them something, but I feel like she's reaching out to let you know she's okay. It's a young female girl that you either were romantically involved with or you knew very well. Like there was a close relationship, because I see the Two of Cups, but then the female in the Two of Cups is fading away. So whoever, you lost her mom, she was 58. Did she have you very young then? Because this feels like a younger lady who is trying to hand you something, or to reach out to you and let you know that she's okay on the other side. Like she's reaching out to you, she's trying to get your attention, and she's on the sidelines, but she's watching, and she has on like one of those like it's like a short set, I feel like, or maybe no, it feels like a zip up jacket she has on with the hood on the back or something like that, like a velour kind of jogging suit or something like that. And she's handing you something, so she's reaching out to you, and I feel like she's kind of compassionate or wants to hug you too. She's saying she's okay, stop worrying about her, is the first thing that I'm getting from her. And she's also saying baby boy or baby brother. So either you have a baby brother, or your son is gonna have like you're gonna have another child and it's gonna have a baby brother. Because I hear baby boy, but I also hear baby brother. She was 20 when she had me. Okay, so she seems young. Okay, you're right. And then she she's saying baby boy or baby brother. Or zip up sweatsuits. Okay, so then that's her. Okay, perfect. Because I saw her with the zip up sweatsuit, and she was very clear. Like they were very clear on the sweatsuit that I had to see that it zipped at the front and that it had a hood on the back. And so I was like, okay. So then she's So are you expecting another child, or do you have a baby brother? Because she's focusing on this little boy version, but it's not the current son, and it's not you. So I feel like it's either a child to come or it's a little brother that you have, but she's focusing on that person. But I don't feel that I don't even know that it must be maybe you have a baby on the way, because it doesn't feel like this baby has made it here yet. Like maybe that's what she's handing to you. Did she used to smoke or did she catch you smoking? Because she's showing me a cigarette and it's kind of like a no, 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 no. So either she used to smoke and she's telling you no, 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 or she caught you smoking and she's fussing you out. I've been in some of those situations. I'm not going to tell you which side of them I was on. So it's something about cigarettes that she's also showing me too. And she used to go to your games, I assume, because she seems to be very excited. You have 2 young boys, 4 and 6. Okay. Baby brother. Okay. So she's talking about the little. You have 3 sons. Oh, wait a minute. Why are you like, oh, 2 young boys, 4 and 6. So you have, okay. She did smoke. Okay. So that's her that's smoking because she's showing me the cigarette. And I didn't know if she was fussing at you about smoking or if she was telling you, no, no, no. So I do see her smoking. Oh, I just love her. And what's with the pie? Did she make you cherry pie or some kind of pie? Maybe it's blueberry pie, but she's showing me a pie with a little fancy design on top. So did she wanted me to quit. Oh, she wants you to quit. She went, oh, so that's what the no, no, no is. The smoke. Oh, okay. So she wants you to quit too. Okay. Okay, got it. So she's still telling you no, no, no on the cigarettes, but she's off or the chewing tobacco. But did she used to make you a pie? Because she's showing me a pie that you used to make. 12, 4, and 6. Okay, so you have 3 boys. So it's the younger one that I think she's concerned about because she said baby brother. So 4-year-old is probably the one that she's talking about. Banana bread. Nope, she's showing me a pie. This isn't banana bread. This is a pie that she's showing me with a crust and it feels homemade, like she made or something about a pie that somebody likes. She's showing me a pie. And I feel like it's blueberries, but it could be just any kind of filling, but it feels like a pie. And then the little boy, let me see what she's saying about him. I feel like he likes the water or likes to swim. I'm feeling like he's not getting enough attention. The little is not getting enough attention, and she wants you to give him a little bit more attention because I feel like she's saying, like spend more free time with him, more playful time with the little, and he's not getting all the attention that he needs or whatever. And then the older one, is he worried about getting into college? Because I see testing, like he's worried about like testing that is coming up or something. But 12 seems a little bit young for that. Is that when you take your PSATs? No, that seems a little young. But the older one seems to be worried about college. He's very studious or whatever, and he seems to be, which is weird. Oh, he's not the little one is nonverbal. Okay, so she's thinking you're not giving him enough attention. And then the older one, I think, is loves the water. Okay, cool. Because she's showing me all this stuff. Okay, got it. You need to give the little one a little bit more attention. Is how she's showing it to me. And then the older one, he's very much worried about school. Like he's so studious, and but he doesn't have to be because I feel like he's pretty smart, a pretty smart kid, and math and science because they're showing me rocks. He wants to be in the NFL. Oh, okay.
I was picking up the football. I was picking up that football angle that was important, like him getting into a college program.
Okay, so that's what the worry is. Okay. Got it. Okay. She's making it seem like he'll be fine, especially academically, that don't worry about it, he'll be fine. And then somebody starting a new job. Is it dad that's starting a new job or worried about starting a new job? She's saying you'll be fine, don't worry about it. There won't be any issues. Like she's making it seem like you'll be fine, don't worry about it. So I feel like you're starting a new job or a new business or something. And she's saying, don't be fine. You don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Like you'll do good. You'll be like, you'll excel at this place too. He's a star of the football. Oh, good. He's 6'2" at 12. What?
He's 12 years old and 6'2". Holy crap.
Yeah.
And how much is because he's a big boy too, right? I mean, he's got this dude is like refrigerator Perry. What's going on here?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, I feel like he'll be fine. Your own business. He owns the business. Okay, right. Okay. So she's telling me, don't worry about that. You'll be fine. Everything is going to work out fine. Because she's showing me yellow. So I think you guys have been cautious or you've been a little cautious with the economy because she's showing me yellow, which means slow down or caution. But you're doing very well. She says, don't worry about your growth or don't worry about the slowdown. Everything is going to be fine. Like I feel like she's there in the background and she's either pushing ideas to you or she's pushing people to you to be for your services or whatever. But 270 pounds down, praise the Lord, people. Praise the
Crazy
Lord,
whiz.
people. Because hello, somebody. um,
Find him a talent scout.
Oh
Get
my
that boy
goodness,
that
you need to
talent.
go fund me for them shoes because I know his shoes cost a lot, baby. Oh goodness. Yes, but
Yeah.
she's very proud of him too. Wants you to pay a little bit more. And I feel like the little middle child is just the star. Like he's his own person and he just has no issues at all. Like he, can be by himself, he can be the life of the party, he can, entertain everybody, he's okay. So she's not really worried about him. She was bookending the first one and the last one. And then she's also saying, gosh, she's going back to this pie. And I don't know why she keeps exactly Miss Bonnie at 12. She keeps calling me. She came to all his games. Okay, good, because I saw her on the side and she attends these games too. And is there something about the little dandelion or sunflower? Like she's showing me a sunflower or something. Did somebody used to pick those and give? Did you used to pick those and give her a handful of dandelions? Because it's a very sentimental thing that she's showing me with just like a bunch of flowers that were picked out of the yard that you handed to her. Oh, the middle one is autistic. Yeah, because he seems to be do very well on his own, or he can be, entertained, with the group or entertaining to the group. So she doesn't seem very much worried about him at all. It's like I said, the two on the end. But again, the top one, the older one, gonna do fine in school, getting into college, and then your business will do fine. Don't worry about it. So that's what I got. Wow, mom
And
is
your
no
business
joke.
is
She talks and talks and talks, Don. She just goes.
the business is a service industry. Is it electrical or AC or something like that? Because I see it in a truck, like a van or a truck with some stuff in the back. So is it am I in that? And is this the business that I'm picking up for you, or is that business that you left behind? I just feel like there's a van or a truck, and then the stuff is in the back, so it's like a van pretty much, and you work out of the truck.
Wooden rose. Okay, because she's showing me the roses that they give her. Okay, got it. Okay.
Nice. And again, confirm if I guess Christina's confirming. Is he again plumbing? There you go. Okay, yeah. And so he has his own van because again, I'm getting that thing. Yeah, and James said plumbing. Yeah, good. I got that. And you transition now. Now it's interesting because I feel like you gave up. I feel like you walked out of because I get this transition. You walked out of a uniform, and so it's like you're working for yourself again. So I got that feel. I knew that feeling because it's like I walked out of a structure. So you worked for somebody else or whatever, and then you walked into your own business. And this is going to, you're going to do well. You're going to do very well with this. No problem at all.
I feel like he's still developing his plan, his business plan, but it's kind of he's testing out little things to see what works.
Yeah. I would suggest you, James, always remember this. Make sure that you work on your business as much as in your business. Remember, if you are the employer, he was military. Okay, it made sense. That's the uniform. Then walking out of a uniform and then into the plumbing role. Good. Okay.
I think Don is frozen. Okay.
When you put yourself in that mindset, what
you were, but you're okay now.
Okay. Sorry about that. When you see yourself in the mindset away from I am a plumber into I sell plumbing services, it reminds you that you're in the business. Because again, when you forget you're in the business, and we can do that because we get so much as I am a plumber, you identify yourself as a plumber, you forget that you have to make money to be a plumber. And so so again, it reminds you that every day, everybody you meet, everybody you touch, anytime you meet somebody or touch somebody is a potential client, and therefore making sure that you're letting them know and reminding them, I'm in the plumbing business. Now, they may not need you this day, tomorrow, next week, but they will eventually need you. And guess what? They can't find. Most people can't find the plumber anywhere because they don't know them. But if you remind them and you're in their face, you do it. So when you're Yeah, when you are sponsoring your son's football team, when you are doing other things like that, make sure that you have people when you go places. Make sure you use your get a shirt. Make sure you have your shirt and a logo and your phone number. Your phone number has got to be on that shirt and showing people you are your advertisement. On your shirt is your information about being a plumber. So everywhere you go, because I'm telling you, when I that's like when I need a painter, I can't find painters. I'm like, and then yet when you don't need a painter, every truck, every car you see has a painter's phone number on it. But when you need it, you can't find it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Be that advertisement. Stay in that mindset all the time. Remember, you are selling the services of plumbing equally as much as you are a plumber. Okay, and you will find that will hold you in good stead for a long time to come. That's not a psychic read, by the way. That's just I was a business mentor for a long time with the 10,000 Small Business Initiative. And the one thing that we were doing is we were taking small businesses and helping them grow. And that was the common problem that we sell throughout most of the businesses is so many people worked in their business so much they failed to work on the business. So keep that in mind. Good luck with that too, by the way. Who is I keep hearing this Adrian. Do you know an Adrian? Because I like yo Adrian. And it's like it's like the Rocky thing. Yo, Adrian. Do you know an Adrian? Is there something about an Adrian? A dark-haired woman, Adrian? Because I'm picking up that energy too.
Oh, she said he just does new construction. He needs to also get into services. And I feel like that he's adapting his business, like his business plan. Like, and I feel like I like the way that he started, because if you try to do everything, you kind of mess up. You find out what you really like doing or what you're good at, get a good handle on that, and then expand. So I feel like I like his business plan because they kept showing me the business plan like it's good and it's adjusting.
Yeah, and what happens is it build up your reputation in that industry with other builders, but also find other plumbers and connect, and eventually you can start your own company and service and hire plumbers and service both the new construction and the market. So therefore, if one of them has a downturn, and believe me, new construction is like this. Construction business is up and down. And so you don't want to be tied like that, because the reality completely. So what you do is you wind up, because otherwise you're going to be in that same cycle, and you don't want that. You want to be able to, when this is going this way, the household this is still this way, because people still need plumbers. You still need to flush a dang toilet. I mean, it is what it is, right? So keep that in mind. Make sure that you diversify your client base. You do not want it all in one place. And I had a good friend who did that, and he actually is my cousin. And my cousin had an amazing business, and he was doing new construction electrical, right? And he had a big booming business and so forth. And when in 2009 or 10, when the market cratered for new construction, remember the housing market tanked, it just boom, and he was wiped out. And he lost his business, he lost his house, he lost everything, because all he had were 2 or 3 construction company contracts. And so learn from his mistake. Don't repeat his mistake. And he would tell you that 100 times a day. He's like, there's the biggest mistake he made, because everything was pent up in those 3 contracts, 3 different builders. He figured he was safe because of building it, but he didn't think about, and he even turned business away for local stuff, because he's like, I've got more than I need from that business. But when that business turned, what can you do? So, and at that point, it's too late to start advertising and start trying to build a business. It's hard.
What happened to the city of Flint when I was living there, and it was around the same time, Don, because it's automotive. All of Flint has been automotive, and so when they started having the downturn in the auto industry and things started to go left, we didn't have any other businesses coming in, so there was a lot of loss, and that's when I started to leave, because General Motors started doing buyouts, and then people started retiring and moving out of town. So the businesses that depended on General Motors for services started to have trickle down, where it stopped being less opportunity for us. So that's when I decided to move, and it was around that time, because I moved here in 2008. So it was around that time, and that was the reason why. And the attorney that I used to work for, he said, as the mayor, he had been the mayor for like 15 or years. He said he should have had more foresight as to know what the trends were, and to prepare and bring other businesses in. He just rolled out comfortably on the auto industry. and never looked for anything else. So when it was a downturn, which I guess he never anticipated, it didn't bode well for him, and he ended up not being reelected. Like he ended up being the person that they were always yelling and fussing and cussing about, because you should have had more foresight to know that we needed other opportunities in our area.
Yeah. Yep. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind and focus on growing a diverse clientele, so therefore you can weather the storm. And again, I'm not saying it's happening soon, but what I'm saying is it will happen. So don't wait until it happens. Make sure that you are on the front line of that, pushing forward, and you will find yourself sitting in a very good condition when that happens. And you're going to say, you know what? We can do this. We can ride this.
And it might not even be a bad job to have like magnets. So like once the new construction is done, they can put your magnet on the refrigerator or leave your magnet as a little gift packet to give to the new owner. So if, God forbid, they have a plumbing issue, or just, maybe they want to build a new something, blah, 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 your little magnet is in there with your name on it as a person who did whatever. And so that's more business too.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
All right. That was a good one. We've had some good ones today. I like it. I like it. I like it.
It was. Did you all? Did the Adrian or Adriana? Did that click with you, Christina or James? Because I was getting this again, Adriana, and I kept hearing that Adrian. Let me know if that registered with you. Is there anybody that registers with that? Because I'm picking up something like that. Anyway, but that's still hanging out there. So, alrighty then. Who next, Miss Angie?
All right.
Well, by the way, that was a great read. That was a
good one. And that's because the mom was so strong. Like, she's no joke. Like, she kept pushing through. And I kept saying, this person isn't on this side. And so she just kept pushing through. And so even while we were reading, I was just like, I got to keep James in my mind. I can't let go, because that mom was not letting go. And so I kept him on the sideline until we had an opening. Shania, if you're still here, I saw your name a long time ago. She said, can I get a general? She's waiting. Hey, Angels, I saw your name, but never got a chance to say hello. And then...
I didn't see Angels here.
Shania and Angels are right by each other.
Oh, okay. Hey, Angels. Hey, Shania.
Or that, is it Terena? Are any of you here? Or is anybody here who wants a reading? Just tell us that.
Oh, I see Tirna Ohanlan. Wait. But know that, Christine, before we go off one more, just remember, know that she's always there with you guys. So I know you miss her physically, but know that her energy's there. And so when you guys are cheering along, don't be surprised if you feel her presence, or she does something, somebody does something identical to what she used to do, and you're like, oh, she's showing you she's there. So the good part is she's never far away. Okay.
Letty said that her stepson name is Adrian, and the dad speaks like Rocky. So that could be it.
I wonder then, yeah, because I keep hearing yo Adrian, and it's like, it was so weird. It was so specific,
Tanisha, Keena is at home avoiding us. You should text her and be like, what's up? Why you not online?
Hey, Tanisha, nice to see you in.
It is good to see you in.
Yes, we haven't seen you in a long time on here. It's good to see you in.
Okay, Ty wants a reading. The first person we got was Vanessa. Did you get anything else about Adrian? Because Letty knew who that was.
No, I was trying to pick up what that was attached to, or why that was coming through. I just feel it's a dark-haired woman, and it's like a dark-haired woman who a girl, younger woman. Not. I was corrected. It's like not girl. It's younger woman. And she was missing, or she's missing. So I feel like she's missing or has been missing, and I don't think it's going to. Let's just say I don't think she'll be joining us for dinner anytime again, if you know what I'm saying. I think that she's not with us any longer. So if that was for you, somehow connected, if you knew somebody who is a dark-haired girl who's missing, Unfortunately, I don't think the ultimate outcome is going to be very positive, put it that way. Because I'm feeling like this was attached to a girl who's missing, dark-haired, very pale face, longer and gaunt face, young girl. So, and again, because I think that Adrian is on that side, and she's the one who was talking to me. Heavy feeling though, and she was, unfortunately, it wasn't her choice to leave this world, if you know what I mean. She was taken from this world. So, but she's okay. She's okay on the other side. She's transitioned. Okay. But if this connected to you, whoever this connected to, please go with that. And know that, okay? That she is fine. She transitioned and she's over there. She's good.
All right. So Don, I'm okay with any of those. Ty, Vanessa.
Let's give Ty reading. Ty, is there a specific or a general? What you got there?
I thought I saw general a long time ago. Okay, so Ty. Immediately when I got into your injury, I heard you should just go. Are you thinking about leaving? I feel like it's your job because they're showing me the 8 of Cups. So are you thinking about leaving your jobs? Because I'm hearing you should just go. And they're saying that you should go ahead and take the leap. Like they're showing me the Fool card, but instead of falling backwards, you're walking off the cliff, and then there's another rock there, and another rock there, and another rock there. So it's bridging the gap from one side all the way over to the other side. And I feel like you're a little bit more elevated. So I feel like you should leave and go for the next opportunity. And there's going to continue to be opportunities until you get to where you want to be and you're elevated a bit more. So I do feel like if you were thinking about leaving your job, they are confirming that it's okay. I don't know if this also means relocation out of town because they're showing me lush green grass. And usually when they show me lush green grass, it's that South Carolina, that little area around there, South Carolina, North Carolina, all those little states right there on the East Coast. So are you on the East Coast or are you looking to move to the East Coast? But I do feel like they are giving me the go ahead to tell you, yes, go ahead and if you're thinking about leaving your job, to go ahead and leave your job, or whatever you're thinking about leaving, they're saying it's okay. But I feel more like it's work, and that each time you just got a new job. Okay, so that's what it is, because they're showing me like, okay, that you're going to continue to make moves and move on and on and on until you get to where you want to be. And I feel like you're going to go up a level, because I don't feel like you're quite like you still have ambition to rise up. So I feel like you're going to rise up. Like you may like what you're doing now, but I feel like you're going to continue to grow and continue to move on. Like the more you know, the more you're going to want to know, and you're going to continue to grow and move up. So I do feel like there's going to be another promotion or another step up before the end of the year, before Christmas. Definitely, I feel like there's going to be another step up or another step on out of this position. And I feel like it's going to move quickly, because I feel like you really like what you're doing. So you're going to catch on and you're going to be involved in it. And I don't know if it's like project based or team based, but I feel like you are helping out in a lot of different ways, or you're being attached to a lot of different things. And so you're getting a lot of exposure, and you're learning things quickly, and you like that, and you want to move on and up and up. And so I do get a good thing from that. Is there an office romance? Or I feel like there may be an office romance, and they're saying be careful. Like maybe there's a lady there that you're interested in, or she's been flirting with you, but or is it a lady? I feel like there's an office romance, and they're saying be mindful of that situation and don't let it mess up your opportunity on your way to supervisor. Okay. But they're saying be mindful of an office romance that is possibly starting to spark, or it could be sparking coming up. Be mindful of that office romance, and don't let it deter you or keep you from progressing. So that's what I got for time.
Ty, did you drive a truck? Do you drive a truck? Are you a truck driver? Because for some reason I saw a big rig. I see a big rig. I get the feeling of a big rig, and is it over? And if you do, is it like overland? Is it like long haul? And if not, then it's interesting because I'm picking up this. I kept seeing this big rig, and as soon as I saw his name and his energy, I was picking up big rig. Can you confirm or deny that you are attached to trucking? And if it is trucking, by the way, is it short? Is it like day trips or is it long haul? And if not, did you change from that then or something? Because again, there's such a big rig energy around your name for some reason. I used to drive FedEx truck. Okay, there you go. Yeah, because I was picking that up. And then you transitioned into another position, so you don't drive truck anymore, right? Is that what you're saying? And believe me, that was good. By the way, I come from a trucking family. Okay, yeah. No, I think it was fortuitous that you did not continue with trucking. By the way, I think that there was a you swerved, and you swerved for a reason. Okay, because I think that that was headed in a direction that was not going to end well for you. And I think so. I think your guardian angels helped you to navigate around that potential problem. So give that. You should feel that you listened, even if you didn't consciously listen. Subconsciously, you listened to your angels as they took you out of that environment, out of that feeling, which is good. Because I was just given again, it was the part of that thing is like, it was good that you didn't. Let's see. But I get the feeling you're not really quite happy with what you're doing now either. Is that the case?
He said he loves his job, I thought.
You do?
But I still feel like he's going to move on. Like, I feel like he's like, you know how you go from a terrible job to a better job? It's not technically the greatest job, but it's still better than the old job. So I feel like it may be a situation.
Yeah, because I feel this isn't the end. This isn't your this is yet another stepping stone, because this is not the end all be all. And there's something else that really is going to draw your attention. And I just feel like this is just merely another step. Okay. Do you have children, Ty? You haven't said one way or the other, but I'm getting. And are you divorced? Did you have children from another marriage, and now you're divorced? Because I'm not feeling that there's a partner, a pairing, or at least not a wife. So it's like, or maybe with a girl. I don't even get a girlfriend energy right now. It's like I think you're kind of solo right now, is what I'm getting. But I'm definitely not. I'm not feeling wife right now. I'm feeling like. So did you have children who are, again, from a previous marriage or a previous relationship? Then I'm not going to marriage because I can't guarantee that. I'm being told that, but you are correct. I love it. I think there's a delay. I've asked too many questions.
I love it is to say that he loves his new job, and that you are correct, maybe that about why he moved on.
I think there were delays. Sorry, Ty. So we're going to wait. But again, can you confirm that the questions I'd ask them, so when you answer them, make sure you did identify it, that you're not in a marriage right now, and that there were maybe no children's, lots of nieces in them. Okay, interesting, because I was picking up kids. No, I got the no partner part. I knew that for sure, because that energy, I did not see you aligned with anybody right now. That's for sure. So were you previously married? Because I do get the feeling there was an ex-wife situation. And what else am I getting? Were you dating somebody from a long distance? Because I'm seeing this long distance dating thing that didn't go so well. You raised the number of nieces and nephews, okay, but what is the long distance dating thing? Because I'm feeling like there was a dating situation, or there is going to be soon a dating situation long distance. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. I'm getting the warning that if you had it already, you know what I'm talking about, and if you didn't have it already, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Because again, there is, I understand I'm married, but again, a dating situation, long distance, and it's not all it seems. Okay, be careful with that.
See, I got the warning too in dating, but I got it as a coworker, so I feel like we're both getting that warning to be. Yeah. Oh yes, he was previously married.
Yeah, got that. And she's in another state. Is this ex-wife in another state? So I'm wondering if I'm picking up. Let me know if you confirm that, because I'm wondering if I'm picking up some about her energy, and then her coming in and out. Do you have a continued relationship with her, even though you're not in a relationship with her? So could it be that she's in a different state? Because I'm getting different. There's somebody in a different state, in a long distance, and maybe not different state. Long distance is it's a safer way to put it, I think. Geez. But again, be careful with that. Be careful.
Oh, he's dating long distance now.
Okay. All right, Ty. All right. Can we talk? Can we talk, Ty? Can we talk? Okay. Be careful. Be careful. Just be careful. Okay. Oh, Lord. Exactly. You need the one that says shade.
It's in my suitcase down when I travel. Like when we went to the wedding, I took it to and
yeah.
And I didn't take it out of my suitcase, but
yes. Yeah, in another state. No, I'm be careful, James. Me, Ty. Sorry, Ty, I keep saying Ty. Be careful, Ty. I'm getting some really just some things to be, just some caution flags are popping up. Okay. Yes, and you and your ex-wife are still friends. Yeah, I got that. Okay, yeah, I got that. And yeah, it's interesting because you still value her input, which I think is very nice. And so and again, I don't know how it ended, but I still get the feeling like you do value her input. I think that's very nice. So yeah, just be careful with that. That's what I'm picking up most is that long distance situation. Kind of concerned for you there, kiddo. I can call you kiddo because I know you're younger than me. I can call most people kiddo and get away with it because I am older.
Was it Wendy or somebody's? One of our people online said something about 30 years ago. Oh no, it was one of my old supervisors from Michigan. She said that some boy was complaining or something about being 30 or something he was complaining about. And she was like, child, I have socks older than you. I said, do you know I cried the last time I could refer to something that's 30 years ago? I said, how do I get old enough to say 30 years ago? What is the problem, people?
I had a woman I used to work with, and it's funny. I used to call her Renette. Her name was Renette Harvin. I used to call her Nana. And so it's funny because it's my first job in Montgomery Wards when I was 16, and she was like a grandmother to me. She was very protective. But it's funny, sometimes she'd look at somebody and she says, I got bunions older than you. I loved it. I would just roll in the aisles. And she said it with such a deadpan way. It's like you didn't expect it to come out. And it was like, what are you talking? I've got bunions older than you. I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't even know what bunions were.
I don't like having stuff older than people. Like, hold on, wait. I'm the old person now. What is the problem?
I know. It's funny.
I was telling somebody the other day, they were talking about something. I said, listen, my mama been old my whole life, and I don't remember her never having none of these problems. So I don't know what this life is doing to me. But like I said, my mom been old my whole life, and she never had these problems.
So you can't even blame your health on your mom's history because he's like, she doesn't have it.
Just life, some of these problems. Like, my mama been old forever. She's never, I never remember these problems. So what is the problem, people? So,
but I'm sure you don't tell her that she's been old forever, do you? No.
I was telling somebody else that no.
Yeah.
Young. I don't know what her problem is. She thinks she's young.
Yeah, because if I can imagine you tell your mom that you get yourself off the floor when you wake up because you're like, what the hell happened?
My mama still thinks she's young. She wore heels and everything to my brother's wedding. I said, oh, you been today?
Well, Ava wears the heels when she goes out, like on her 90th birthday, when she danced all night long, and she had her heels on and she was dancing all night long at 90 years old. I'm like, holy crap. I danced for 20 minutes and I'm done. But then again, she goes to Zumba at 90 years old. She goes to Zumba 3 days a week. 3 days a week to get herself to Zumba. Yeah, 90. Yeah, she'll be 91 in November. She's almost 91 now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Miss Ava do not be playing. She be getting it in. She has so much life. I would aspire to have that much joy and just, oh my gosh, so much energy. And she Zumba 3 times a week.
Zumba 3 times a week. And not only that, but she gets herself there. Either her friend Pam picks her up, or she gets on the Uber and she hits that Uber app, and Uber picks her up and takes her, and she's good to go. Oh yes, yeah. She He keeps busy. She does not.
She ain't got time to be waiting on y'all. She is out the door and on the move.
Yep. And remember, she lives by herself.
Probably got a boyfriend. Lord.
Yeah. And she lives by herself. She lives in her own apartment. She takes care of herself. She makes her own food. She makes Michael's food because Michael works close to where she does. So he'll go over and have lunch with her, or he'll go over after work and have dinner with her and then come home. I mean, oh yeah, no, he loves it.
Oh my goodness. Listen, she's no joke. Like, I'd be like, oh my goodness, she is doing very, very well. And I aspire to be that lively and energetic when I am that.
Absolutely. I told Ed, I said, you got good genetics, so you better be glad you do. You know?
Exactly. I just want to be vibrant and of my right mind.
Yeah. My father's sister, his oldest sister lived to 95, and his next to oldest sister lived to 94. They died 3 months apart from each other. So I'm like, I want those genes. I want those genes.
Exactly.
You know?
Oh my gosh, that was good. Oh, we've got some good readings tonight. Ty, I loved your energy. You're right, Kelly. He did have good energy. Vanessa said she's older than her husband. When she hang out, she's the oldest. Now that would bother me. I dated somebody younger and it bothered me. It didn't bother him, but it bothered me. And I used to be like, no, I don't like being older than him.
I think it must. For me, it's like I never worried about aging. I always felt old anyway. So I figured, eventually I'll grow into my age.
Well, see, as a man, I guess that's not a bad thing. But as a woman, that is, we're like, oh my gosh, no. You do not ask a woman of a particular age her age. No, I am a woman of a particular age. I love some of the stuff that Wendy Williams used to say, like on her talk show. I really do miss her. They were showing her today, and I just felt so sad.
How does she look? Is she gaunt or is she looking healthy?
She does not. She looks. She does not look well.
No, oh my.
She does not look like herself at all. And I heard they did a decision on her conservatorship, and she's still gonna have to have it, because they're still saying early stage dementia.
And once they get that thing put in place, it's so hard to get it taken out. Remember Britney Spears and that whole mess? For years they had to fight that. It's one of those things you never want to have happen, because once it kicks in, those conservators do not want to release that.
She's paying
We lost your microphone again.
Had a lot of money to stay in that little prison that they got her in, that building.
Oh, is that right?
Because they wanted her to stay with her family, and she's paying. It's really sad. Like, oh my gosh, and people are just always rooting for her, and we just feel so bad for her.
Yeah, I remember the first time that she kind of like zoned out while she was talking, and then down she fell. I remember seeing it. I was like, it was
that Halloween show, because she was dressed like the Statue of Liberty.
Yes, exactly. And then she just kind of like wires went off in the head or something, and they shorted out. It's like, it was really weird. It was like watching a robot short out, because she's like,
the whole time I was wishing it was like her just trying to separate from her husband. Like, if I'm sick, then I can let go of this show, and then once I get better, I can reinvent myself and come out with a totally different show that's unconnected to him. Right. But it just doesn't seem like that's coming, and I just feel so bad, because I love like every now and then a clip of her old show will come up. Yeah. And I was like, she was just timeless.
Yeah. Can we talk? She would always say that. Can we talk?
Yeah.
That very New York talk.
The last clip I saw was this lady was pregnant, and she wanted to do a pregnancy shoot, but she wanted her ex-boyfriend to do the pregnancy shoot. So she said, should I have the pregnancy? She said, he'll give me a discount. He's a great photographer. Should I do the pregnancy shoot and not tell my current boyfriend, who is the child's father, that I'm going to my ex? And she says, are you losing your mind? She says, absolutely not. And she did do the can we talk part, because she was like, you better not do that at all. She said, you better pay full price, and you better move on with your life, because your ex might be the type to keep your pictures and have something holding over your head, and threaten to show them to your new boyfriend. Don't do it. She said, pay full price and move on. Don't do it.
Amen. Yeah, I have to totally agree.
So it was good.
Give them nothing to hang their hat on.
Exactly.
Zero. Yeah.
All right, who's next? Miss Vanessa, I think you had you wanted a reading. I think you wanted mediumship, and I don't get any mediumship. You wanted either your dad or your uncle or somebody else. I can't remember, but I'm not getting any mediumship from you. But I feel like you're doing something the hard way, because they show me you washing clothes on a washboard, And it's kind of like, you do know that there's a washing machine. Why are you using a washboard? So they're showing me that you're doing something, maybe the traditional way or an old fashioned way, or just the hard way. Like you're doing something, you're making it harder than it has to be. When if you would just kind of think about it logically or think about the modern technology, like they're saying that you're stuck in maybe you're either stuck in your old ways and you don't want to change, because they're showing me the 6 of Cups. And then it's kind of like you don't want to change. You just want, dang. And then the 4 of Cups came out. That might be you right there, that 4 of Cups, because that's the card that came out. But they're showing me you not wanting to change. You just want to stay stuck in tradition. You don't want to move forward. And so they're saying you're going to have to let that go and move forward, because you're making things a little bit harder than it has to be for yourself. And if you would just kind of think about it logically, or stop being so stubborn, because they're showing me you're kind of like this, and you're a little bit stubborn. Stop being so stubborn about it. You can move forward. Your guides are trying to help you, but it's kind of like seeing things from a different perspective and knowing that change has to happen is how they're showing it to me. Hey, Miss Pam, we haven't seen you in such a long time. Oh my gosh, I'm waiting on that invitation. Y'all married yet? Yes, I feel like they should be married by now. But Miss Vanessa, they're showing that you need to be reasonable in, like your decisions on how you're going to move forward, because change is going to happen inevitably. It's either going to be a tower or it's going to be a death card, which is the transition. The death card is like the transitioning on your own. The tower card is just coming in like, we got to tear this apart and build it over, because you won't let go. And so they're saying you need to be a little bit more flexible and fluid in your movement forward, and stop being so rigid. And so that's how I got it from Miss Vanessa.
Okay.
Exactly. Letty, I still do that. So I get it. Using the washing the dishes by hand instead of using the dishwasher. I rarely, if ever, use my dishwasher. First of all, it's me and Brandon, so it ain't like we got a lot of dishes anyway. Oh, in 2 months, Miss? Oh, shut up, Pam.
Is that right, Pam? Oh my. Well, we'll be waiting for some invitations.
Exactly. But that's all I got from Miss Vanessa, and she said she'll have to think about what she's doing. They're showing me that you're just being very stubborn about this decision or how you're going to move forward. They're showing me that you're well aware, and you're it's going to be to your detriment, is how they're showing it up. So that's how I got from Miss Vanessa.
Let's see. Did you have was there a question? I forgot.
She said general.
General. Okay.
Well, initially she wanted mediumship for her father and somebody else.
Okay.
Oh, they're eloping, Don. Oh, well, listen, that's probably the best way to do it. Don is the justice of the peace. Just go ahead and let Don do it.
Oh yeah, I can murray you. I can hook you up.
Have you got any more offers to do that now?
No, I haven't really advertised it in any way. People talked about it, but it's the folks I deal with are older. We tend to be out of the marrying stages. So yeah.
What question did you ask Vanessa? Because she said an uncle. Oh, she wanted an uncle. That's what she wanted, an uncle or her dad to come through for mediumship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not picking up any energy of people coming in. Not picking up energy of people coming in. Not tonight, Vanessa. Unfortunately, there's no. Yeah, I'm not picking anybody up.
I do get some financial money situation, because I feel like her money has wings and it's flying away from her.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't think she's being mindful of her spending, so they're showing me your money flying away.
Yeah. Do you have a grandmother on the other side? Because if I am feeling like a spirit energy of an older woman, and she had gray hair. She was very short, very small. She's a small frame woman, very petite, gray hair. very quiet, very demure. But she worried a lot. She wasn't necessarily she wasn't an unhappy woman, but she also wasn't, she never gave herself into happiness for herself. This woman was somebody who was very much always worried for everybody else, always worried, and so always seemed to have concern. Do you have a grandmother? I do have a grandmother I never met. My dad's mom passed when he was 5. Oh, okay. Because I'm feeling that energy. I'm feeling that grandmother energy, and I'm feeling this. Her. Do you know if she was small and demure like that? Because again, this is a small, very small framed woman. Had you ever seen pictures of her by chance? But again, she was always worried. She never lived a unhappy life, but she was never happy. She just lived life. I'll put it that way. She just never she never gave herself the opportunity to live a happy life, because she never saw life that way. It was always worried about somebody and something. But she's wondering, Vanessa, it's the reason why she's coming through specifically, or the reason why she's making that point clear, is that she's kind of worried that you're doing the same thing. Why do you worry so much? Why do you worry so much? And she's like, don't live the life I did. Don't make those mistakes. Because she's telling me that you're worrying too much about so many things, and she's just her point of the reason why she pointed it out to me is to say, don't live that same life. Make sure that you celebrate the good things. Make sure that you're involved in life and you're doing the things in life, and you're not worried about everybody and everything. You cannot control everything. You cannot determine everything. So allow yourself the opportunity from time to time to say whatever, and just don't. It's like water off a duck's back. There's certain things that you can't own, and so when those things appear, just let them go. And don't try to fix everybody's problems. Because I don't know if this resonates with you, but she's telling me it does. She's telling me that you just like to be the problem solver, and you like to be, and everybody brings their stuff to you, and she's like, don't do this, because it doesn't lead to a good place. And ultimately, it wears you out and burns you out. And you'll realize that you didn't live the happy whole life that you could, because you're so busy worrying about everybody else, and so if that resonates with you, please take that message forward, and moving forward, if somebody brings stuff to you and you don't need to carry the baggage, tell them, you know what, I appreciate that, thank you much, but I don't really need to know that. I don't need to know that this one's cheating on that one. I don't need to know that, that person's whatever. And it's like, because it doesn't impact me. It's not going to make a difference in my life, and I can't change it or fix it. So I don't need it. I don't need that information. And more importantly, when they come for you to help somehow intervene in other people's stuff, tell them, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You need to step back, because you can't be the fixer in chief. You just can't be that. Not for everybody. Because again, grandma's saying it leads to a very unhappy existence ultimately, and you just kind of sit there and you don't win, because somebody's going to dislike you because you got on one side or the other, and the other side's going to be problematic. So keep that in mind. All right, that's what I'm picking up from her. So you may not have known her, but that's kind of what she's giving me to tell you. So keep that in mind. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I got for Vanessa. I didn't have a lot for her. Just that she's been a little bit stubborn, and to be mindful of how she moves forward. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's a little bit of financial situation, but I didn't see I didn't see a road out. I didn't see what she was doing to get herself out of the financial situation. So it may be tied to like the stubbornness or whatever it is, but I do see the financial situation.
Yeah, it comes back to self-care. I think it comes back to self-care, which is kind of what you're picking up even in the economic side, is self-care. Look out for yourself first. It's time, it's time. So.
Hi, Libby Johnson. When I saw Libby, I automatically thought of our Libby.
As soon as you said that, my mind went there too. Vanessa, are you having some issue here? Because I'm also picking up like heartburn or reflux or something here. It just happened. It's just like, unless Libby, are you having that? I just started feeling it's like, whoa, that came from somewhere. So if it's not Vanessa, then maybe is it Libby? Because I'm getting this like right here, and it's like, You know, it's like again acid reflux or just something here crazy. If you are, pay attention to that, because this was brought to my attention for a reason. This is, make sure that you watch that. Let's let that linger. Okay. Okay, we can move on.
All right. Is anybody else in here who still wants a reading? Pam says she's thinking Elvis. All right, no. My sister said she wanted to go through a drive-through wedding chapel. They stay in a car, just get married in a car, boop boop, and keep going.
Pam, you're not doing Vegas again, right? Because we been there, done that, correct?
She said, "I'm thinking Elvis."
Oh Lord, we better go to Memphis and get it done there, because I'm sure there's some Elvises there, but you know, the Vegas was not a Vegas was a nice experience, but it didn't last forever, if you know what I'm saying. Just trying to be polite here.
Hello, Love Shines 9. You're afraid to ask. Oh, okay, Mom B. Okay, what is a general? Okay, I'll do a general for you. And you know what? I was trying to tap into your energy when we first got in. And I got distracted by the little snippet of your picture, and I couldn't clear the energy. So let me see if I can get into your energy.
You know, it's interesting. I can see those pictures, but I can't see those pictures. So when I see them,
and I can't see it very well, but enough that it distracted me.
Yeah, I'll see colors, and I'm like, well, that's a cool color, but I don't know what's going on there. So it's like just the colors flash at me. I think it's kind of cool. So if you want attention from now on, if you want, make sure that your little picture has some nice color flash in it, because it does catch our attention.
Very well, because it's a big red circle with a V in it. So Vanessa stood out very well too.
Yeah. I also like Love Shine 9. That is like a star or something, like a. It reminds me of that stone that has a little star. The star, you know, the one that. Remember, I can't what they call that, but it's like a blue stone, and it has a star, and every time you move it, the star kind of moves.
Oh, okay.
What was that called? I used to love that stone. It's very cool. Anyway, that's when I see that, it reminded me of that. You know.
Okay. So for Mon B, I'm just gonna call you Mon or MB. MB, that's what I'm gonna call you. I got the 9 of Swords, and your energy did feel like there was some worry. Like I felt like you were just wandering around. That's why your picture threw me off, because I felt like you were just wandering around and you kind of don't know where to go. And then the card that came up was the 9 of Swords, which means that you're kind of worried about something. Something's keeping you up, like you're trouble, you have anxieties, you're kind of panicky about something or some situation that you're in. And you don't really know how to go because you're wandering around aimlessly. I feel like you are praying and you are trying to figure it out, but you're not really making good decisions because you seem to be in that energy of kind of desperation. Like, I have to get this done. I have to make this decision. Like, it's kind of like, oh, I got the eviction paperwork and now I have to get up this money or I have to find someplace to go. And you're not sure whether you need to concentrate on gathering up the money to stay or gathering up the money to move. And so I feel like you're in a situation where you feel like you're in a catch-22, like you're between a rock and a hard place. So how do I move forward? Oh, that's you after a color run. Oh, okay. And so I just feel like you are having a really hard time making this decision, and you're really worried about some situation that you're in. And I feel like you have a short window of opportunity to decide what it is or make this decision. But the Magician card also came out, so I feel like you have all the resources and knowledge that you need to make the decision. You just have to actually make the decision. I read something the other day that says that it was something about success isn't it was something about a decision, and they were, you know what, I should have read the quote better, but it was saying that decision is a choice, it's not a feeling or something that they were saying, because you just have to decide to start to do whatever it is to take that step forward. It's not a feeling. I think it was like, something about knowing when to start or knowing when to move forward, and they were like, because it's not a feeling, it's a decision. You decide that you're ready to move forward, and then you move forward. You don't get the feeling, oh yeah, I feel like it's a right. They were like, no, you just decide that now is the time and you're just going to move forward. So I feel like you just have to decide what you want to do, and then you have all the resources that you need. But you also have to get out of that frantic mode and move forward in a way that is logical and not emotional. I feel like you're in a very emotional spot too, because they show me water pouring down on you and rain, and you feeling like there's a black cloud over your head that is keeping you from seeing what you need to do. And so I feel like if you just kind of think logically about it, you could stop the negative self-talk. And then I feel like there's good information coming in about a job. So a page of coins is a very good thing. That's like communication. That's information coming in about money or resources or something like that. It's enthusiasm. It's a new skill. It's a new opportunity. So I do feel like something new is on the horizon. But again, it's all in your mindset. You're stuck right now in this negative mindset of being fearful and worrisome. And you need to get over here where you like, because the magician has everything that they need. They have every single tool in the toolkit, and all you have to do is decide how you want it to happen. So speak it into existence. Whatever it is that you want, speak it and watch it happen. And then again, good news is coming in. So I do like the way your cards is coming out. I did have to pull cards because it was kind of hard to see through your energy. Like I wasn't getting a lot psychically. I was getting more. I had to pull cards. So that's what I got for you, MB.
Cool beans. Let's see what I get for MB. MB, are you having an issue with does your family not approve of something you're doing, or are they do they kind of control your life? Because I felt like a lot of control from somebody. If it's not your family, then is it a husband? I don't pick up husband though. I'm not picking up husband, so I don't think it's husband. I feel like there's a lot of control over what you do and how you do things and all that stuff. A lot of energy around that for you.
Was any of that true, MB? Because you just said thank you. I want to know, like, was I off? Was I on? Was I right?
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Are you getting a separation energy? Because I get a loner energy from him or her. I get a youthful male energy. Mm-hmm. Like this is a young male.
I do get the youthful part, but I don't pick up male or female for some reason. I pick up passive. I pick up a passive young energy. And again, it goes back to control. They feel like they're controlled. Yes, I just am feeling stuck. The father of my child who refuses to pay for anything.
So this is a female energy. Okay, yeah. So you must be in your masculine energy trying to figure out how to move forward. And maybe that's the anger that you're struggling with.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can see, I just feel like there's too many people try to, again, dictate to you how you should move forward with this. What you should do is you got to figure out what works best for you. And what works best for you may not be the best answer for everybody else, but you know what? They don't have to live that life. It's not their life. They're going to have, you've got to live it. And so ultimately when that happens, it's terrible. I hate to say it, but again, until people walk in your shoes, they don't know what you got to deal with, and they can't understand the fact that sometimes you go along to get along because you're like, you know what, I'm too tired to fight, and I know it sounds terrible, but we do get to that point where, like, you know what, I don't have a fight left in me for a while. I need a break to just kind of live. So if I have to settle for certain things that I would not have settled for before, so be it. I have to do that. But that's some things you have to decide. So again, I feel that control from everybody else, and you need to make a decision based on what is healthiest for you, what is healthiest for your family. And again, when I talk about that, about the kids and so forth, what's best for you. And again, it may not be the optimal choice. It could be a choice that really sucks, and but you're like, you know what, this is what I'm comfortable with for now, and I'll figure a way down the road. Remember, there's nothing that you do now that can't be changed. It just it may take some tweaking, or may take some energy, or could make a court order, those kind of things. But at the same time, it comes back to what is going to help you move forward and get out of this stuck. And and if part of walking away from somebody who isn't helping, then you walk away and say, you know what, you don't want to pay, don't pay. Because again, if you this is the thing, is if you expect them to pay and you know they're not going to pay, that's the fun part. You know they're not going to pay, but you're going to expect them to pay. Then you're in this turmoil all the time. It's like, no, from now on, just stop worrying about the payment. Just move on.
Oh my gosh, Don, you took the words right out of my mouth, because I was like, you're frustrating yourself by having an expectation that's not going to happen. So
Exactly.
and I felt like she's going to have to roll up her sleeve, and although it seems unfair, you're going to have to dig yourself out of the trenches. And that's
the sad part, it's an expectation that she knows already. I mean, she in her deep in her heart, she's like, I know I'm not going to get the money. So then don't fight yourself. Don't fight your own expectation and say, because you're realistic about the fact that, you know what, the dude's a deadbeat. And so it's not going to change. There's nothing going to change. And so sometimes you have to recalibrate and say, you know what, for me, for my psychological health, for my physical health, sometimes, because again, sometimes people wind up in abusive relationship situations. I've got to do what's best for me, and if it means me taking a hickey on the neck or wherever because I don't get the money that I'm owed, you're not going to get it anyway. So stop fighting it and just figure out a way to move forward. And then you're balanced. When you depend on yourself solely, and you are the breadwinner, and then you make your budget, you're going to make your money. You don't have to worry about not getting it. And I know it sounds callous and cold, and I hope that you don't get it that way, but I'm trying to be real with you. I'm really being real with you. And so, because when I first tapped into your energy, I felt you're just controlled by so many, and you're trying to live what everybody wants you to live. And everybody has their advice. But you know what? They don't have to live with the situation. They don't have to carry this on their yoke, like a yoke on their neck. You do.
It's a weight that keeps you tied up because you're so mad at this person. A lot of your good positive energy is going into this negative attitude that you have toward this person. I'm so mad at this person. They don't have to help. They don't have to do that. Been there, done that, know all about it. I'm telling you, you're going to have to just focus on you and your child and moving you forward outside of. I got to the point where I had to be like, if there's any additional help coming in, it's a bonus. But ultimately, the bottom line was mine to make, was mine to reach. I had to make it. So anything that came in was extra. And if it didn't, it wasn't never dependent upon anyway. And so you're going to have to figure out, okay, this is the situation that I'm in, and this is how I'm going to have to get myself out of it. It may be working 2 jobs and going to school. It may be just working 2 jobs, but it's going to require a little bit more grit than you're wanting to, because you're still in that angry spot or in that frustrated spot of feeling like it's unfair. And although it may be unfair, it may be the lesson that you needed to learn in order to propel yourself forward.
Yep, absolutely. And the good part about it is, if you are feeling better about yourself and you're not tied up in that turmoil, that cyclone that's always happening every time the guy wants to play his little game and plays full of strings, then your son's going to see a happier and healthier mom, and therefore he's going to feel happier and healthier too. So it's even in his best interest as well. Even if he doesn't have the economic support, it's in his best psychological interest. And I will tell you what, the economic support is wonderful, but long term, the psychological support is so much more important. Those are the marks that will stay. Those are the things that stay with a child and they carry forward. And believe me, I've been there, saw that, done that, and I've raised 2 adopted children who have come from situations that they carry the psychological marks with them. They don't talk about what they had or didn't have so much. It's what happened with them and to them because of the psychological mess. Those are things they remember, and they're older now. They're adults. They don't remember the tight times, but they do remember the psychological mess. Keep that in mind.
It keeps you in a survival mode. Like you kind of stay in that survival mode, or that what if. Like, I got to be prepared for what if. What if it goes back? What if something goes right? Like, it's a hard thing to overcome. Even years later, it's a hard thing to overcome.
Yeah. It's always like, what is the next shoe to fall? What is it? It's like, that's not a way to live. That's not a comfortable way to live. So.
And I like that she says, and thank you for showing that there is a better job coming up so I can show them all. Because one of the things that I kept hearing is the best revenge is your paper. Like, the best revenge is you being a success, you making more money, and you doing it on your own and not needing them. Because a person loves to know that they irritate you by not giving you by being a thorn in your side. Sometimes people get joy out of just seeing, oh, she still needs me, or oh, they need this, or oh, they're begging me for this. Just move along on your own and let it go.
Yeah, because it's a form of control for them. Sometimes it's a form of control. Look what I can do. And it's like, no, not anymore. Sorry. And by the way, no going backwards either. Don't even think about going backwards, if you know what I'm saying. It's very clear that is part of your past, and that's where past stays in the past. So when you took out the trash, leave the trash for the trash man, and do not go out there and dumpster dive. No dumpster diving.
I do see positive things for you. Like, you really should adopt the affirmation that Don has, that we used to say all the time. I believe in infinite abundance, and I am so happy, or I am so thankful that all my wants and needs are met. You don't have to be specific about anything. You can you can change this however you want it to, but just this basic principle. I tell you, I wake up in the morning and I say this. I get up in the morning, I open my eyes, and I say today's going to be a good day. Then I say my affirmation here, and then I say, you know what, I am prepared for today to turn out this way or that way, and I set the tone for how I want it to be before I get out of the bed, before I do anything. Because I used to get up and be like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like going to work, and now I'm like, you know what, today's going to be a great day. I'm going to have a magnificent day at work, and I set the tone. So this would be a great affirmation for you to just say, maybe write it on a little piece of sticky note and just post it on your bathroom mirror. So when you go in there, you see it and you're like, you know what, always a better move. Sometimes we need little reminders to help us to stay in that mind frame. It isn't going to it may get immediately better, but until it gets better, or as it's working its way out, you need reminders to say, you know what, I believe in infinite abundance. I am forever thankful that all my wants and needs are met. And that way you don't have to specifically say anything. All my wants and needs. That's a big hell of an umbrella to say all my wants and needs. That's everything.
Absolutely. Yep.
So I do feel positive vibes for you, and I hope that all works out for you.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hi, Tara.
Stay strong.
Yeah. We are good. You know what? Even though it was a heavy energy over her, Don, I didn't feel like it's where she wanted to be. Like, I feel like she wants to move on. She just doesn't know how to, or she doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't feel like what do you call it? Lord, there's a word.
Like she was wallowing in it.
Yeah. I felt frustration, but not desperation. That's the desperation. I felt just frustration. And I think that's because once it turns into desperation, then it's like at that point, it's very much difficult. It's more difficult to dig yourself out of that, So I did not feel desperation. I felt frustration, definite frustration, which I was glad to feel that energy, because that's a better energy than the other, because that deep dark hole, not so good.
And is your son about 4 years old? Because I kind of get 4 years old, like maybe he hasn't quite started school or something, but I get like a 4-year-old or a younger vibe to the child. But I feel like it's going to get better. Like, I feel like some of the things that are binding you have to do with like the hours that you can work and having somebody to help you take care of the kid. Again, my weekend job I got overnight because my son would be asleep. He was old enough that he could be asleep while I was at work, and he wouldn't notice that I was gone. Like, he could be at home by himself, so I would leave in the middle of the night and work until early in the morning. When I came home, I would get him dressed, get him ready for school, and get him off to school, and then I would start my Monday through Friday job. But I feel like that's a little bit of your concern, like your restraint is that, or your what's binding you up is that you have a limited hours that you can work. You don't really have all the people that can help you with your son. And so I feel like it's going to get better, but I feel like, oh, he's 11, because I keep getting like a 4-year-old energy from him, or something about being 4, around that age. But I feel like things are going to get better. Like, you're going to have better opportunities come your way, and some of those restrictions are going to start to dissipate, and you may have to get a second job. Yeah, frustrated. I know that. Yeah. Sorry, but sending you all kinds of positive energy and hoping that everything works out for you.
And let me make one more.
Oh, you're in Australia. Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. That's what, that 12 hours. Are you 12 hours? It's like 12 hours from us. Is that from opposite? So if it's 7:47 p.m., is it 7:40 a.m. over there, or is it like you in the morning or after? What's the time difference? I can't recall. I know you're in front of us. I think you already have had your evening at this point, I'm guessing. So you're coming into the morning. But one thing I wanted to point out, that, and it's funny because people watch us from wherever, and they kind of think that they don't know our experiences in our lives. And you know what? The reality is we put our shoes on one foot at a time. We put our pants on one leg at a time, and we have had experiences, if not the same, much similar to most people we read for. Everybody's had some experiences that we've had, because we've had diverse lives. And so when we're reading and we're picking up this information, believe me, we do understand the experiences that you're talking about. We definitely understand them, and we understand what people go through. It's not that we're live insulated. And so it's 12:17 on the 21st. Is that PM or AM? That's noon, right? 12:17 noon on the 21st.
Oh, yeah. PM. Yep, it is.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting. So anyway, just keep that in mind. It's like, so we believe it or not, when we talk, we understand. We've been in situations similar and whatever, and we it's not as though we are numb to it. We understand it, but and also know that no matter what, we don't tell you what you want to hear. We tell you what Spirit tells you need to hear. So go with the information and use it to your advantage. Alrighty then. PM, lunch. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, my son was in Bali, which is not too far time zone wise from where you are, because again, it's like right above. I think it's above your continent there, and so he was about 11 or 12 hours out too. I remember. Okay. So who is next? My birthday is the 23rd. I'll be older in your time, Lo.
Brilliant.
Letty, that's not something you want to celebrate. You want to find who is the last of the year. So who would be the last before Australia? Where's the time, the date line? You want to make sure you're on the other side.
You want to go back to Hawaii time because they are 3 hours behind us.
Is it 3 or is it
not 3? It's 3 hours behind. 3 hours behind Arizona.
California? We lost your mic again.
Because I have a friend that's there now, and she's been texting me. Oh, can you hear me? Been texting me, and telling me what she's doing. And it's 3 hours earlier there than it is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she just got done jet skiing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She took herself to Maui for her birthday. It was her birthday yesterday, and so she's in Maui today.
That's fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did she get a good ticket, or was it like not cheap?
She went through a travel agent who did the whole like the room, the flight, and all of that as one big package.
Yeah.
And then she has been paying for her expeditions as she goes. She's done jet skis today. She did hiking and went to this waterfall the other day. And then she also did snorkeling, snorkeling was earlier today too.
Yeah.
So she did by herself.
I'm curious to hear when you have to ask her how they recovered from that fire, because wasn't Maui this island had all?
Yeah, because when I went 2 years ago, and it was right during the time of, so you couldn't do any of that. So they must have recovered, because you couldn't jet ski, you couldn't snorkel, you couldn't do any of that. So they definitely have recovered since then. And then I met a lady while I was there, and I still have a contact with her. And so she because we were in Kihei, and she kept going back and forth to the Big Island because she had a family that knew how to do construction. So I think they were planning on building their house together, and they were just waiting on the money, because it was going to be a long road to getting back to building over there. With like clearing up the land and making it. It was like a 3 to 5 year thing, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. When we were there, we stayed at the Grand Wailea, and then one of our excursions was, believe it or not, you go 6,000 feet up. There's the island's mountains are so, as you saw, they're very tall, right? And then you go up there, and there's a farm up there, a cattle farm, way up there, right? And they up there also they made pineapple wine. I remember that. Yeah, Ed was like, "Nah, sorry, can't do the pineapple wine."
Oh, Ed does not like sweet wine. She's always talking about Mama Moscato. That's dessert wine, Angie.
Exactly. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He wants the dry and the red with the tannins and all that stuff. So when they told him, "Oh, our pineapple wine's great," he's like, "Yeah."
I would have been like, and thank you, but yeah, it was no. He does not like, and it be strong. The wine that he drinks is strong.
Yes, he likes it. He likes it very, very dry. He calls it dry. I call it harsh.
It is. Oh my gosh, it's so harsh. Yes,
yeah,
that is the best word for it.
Oh Lord, yeah, he loves it that way. Like, okay.
Letty, why do I feel like you're not looking forward to your birthday? Like it's coming and you're trying to do excitement, but I feel like it's a fake excitement. Like you're not super ready because you've set milestones in your head and you're not happy with the accomplishments that you've made so far. Like you thought I would be this, I would be that. And so as you walk past these things, like I feel like they're up like a picket fence or like little markers. And as you walk by, you knock each one of them down because you're so mad that you haven't gotten one and you don't want to see them. Like, boom, I thought I would be married. Boom, I thought I would have this career. Boom, I thought I would have, this kind of lifestyle. And you're so mad about it. But what I'm getting, and it's a female energy that I feel like is on the other side, is saying that you need to be proud of who you are and the accomplishments that you made. I don't know if your childhood was a little bit rough or like I feel like there's an adopted mothering you or being a part of your life as mothering, and you like you may have had some hard knocks, but they want you to be proud of your accomplishments. Like you survived a lot more. Like you survived a lot. Like if you really look back at all the traumas you've had in your life, you survived a lot. Just see how far you've come and not where you're not. Like you're looking at how far you have to go, or how far you are away from where you want to be. And what they're saying is, no, look at where you are and how far you've come from. Like you're doing a great job. You need to be mindful of what you're doing. And so they want you to kind of just enjoy the moment of it. Don't be so wrapped up in everything else that you miss the moment of joy for you and think like birthday for you, but they're saying everything should be a milestone. Are you turning 40? I don't want to age or anything, but they're saying you should really be proud of your accomplishments and see every birthday as a milestone because you're moving forward. Your child is healthy. You are able to take care of your child. And right now you may be going through just a little bit of a rough period, but they show it to me as a thin piece of paper. And so it's going to blow over. Like, I feel like whatever this is, this little cover up that you're going through, it's going to blow over soon. But you also have to be ready for it to move forward and think about how you want to move forward. Like if everything was perfect tomorrow, you could have the job you want, the husband you want, the house that you want. What would that look like to you? What would that job look like? Where would that house be? What would that house look like? What would that car be? What would your child be doing? Would they be in school? Would they be in certain activities? You have to see your life the way you want it to be because everything that we see in the real world started off in somebody's head. This card, somebody had to design this card and decide that it was going to be this card for me to be able to buy this deck. So everything that we have started in the mind. So you have to see your life the way you want it to be. Write your life down the way you want it to be and just kind of focus on where you want to be versus where you are. And so that you can draw those things into you. But I do feel the energy. Like I feel like it's a high and low. Like some days you're up here, some days you're down here, and some days you're down there. And I get that because while you're going through the struggle, it's hard to maintain that total positivity, but you're not wallowing in it. So know that your guides and your higher power do see that you are, going back and forth and that you are trying, but this is just a little rough patch that you're going through and you will be able to move forward. Oh, you're turning 44. Because I saw the 40, but I didn't want to, I didn't know, like your energy doesn't feel that, oh, it feels more youthful. Because I'm like, well, maybe she's in her 30. And when I saw 40, I was like, that might be aging you. So that's not too bad. But again, I feel like you're right on the money. Don't feel bad about what you're going through. And things are going to pick up before the end of the year. Definitely before the end of the year. So that's what I got for Miss Letty.
Okay. Let me see. What am I picking up for Letty? Letty, you're we've seen you before here, and it's interesting, but for some reason I can't remember specifics. You're married and you have what, 2 or 3 kids? You have 3 kids?
I don't know that she's married. I know she was in a relationship, but I don't know if she was married.
Yeah, can you let us know if that's the case, Letty? Because of.
And I whispered that like it was a secret.
So are you married and you have 3 kids, or are you divorced with 3 kids? You have 3 kids. Any of that ring a bell? Any of that? For some reason, I pick up married and 3 kids.
I feel like there's at least 1 kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I remember her having this baby. Like, is the baby like 2 or 3?
Gosh, your memory is so good. I can never remember, which is kind of good because again, it makes me always partner and have 4 kids. Okay. Okay. Yeah. But one is a different age than the other 3. Is that what it is? One is separate and the 3 are bunched together. Is that right? This is
for Letty. And is it Tarina? We called you a little while ago and we were wanting to do a reading for you, but we never got a response.
Anyway, it's interesting because I'm picking up the.
Okay.
But my son was raised by my parents. I had him at 15. Okay, that makes sense because I felt that the 3, and so that's the separation that I saw. Okay, that explains why there is that the dissonance, the disconnect. Okay.
Have a good night, Miss Bonnie. Get some rest. I hope you feel better tomorrow.
You're right, Angie. Her son is turning 2. So yeah, you're right. The only thing I can pick up, Letty, for you is
20 years.
Make it just. I want to say it so I don't worry you or offend you in any way, but make sure that you are acknowledging how much you care about your family and that how much your relationship's important to you, how much your kids are important to you. Make sure that they know that, even though you know that they know it. You knowing that they know it does not mean that they don't need to hear it or see it or feel it. So spend a little time over the next few days just doing little things that let them know, things that you don't have to say it. I'm not saying go and say it, but do little things over the next few days for your partner and for your children to just kind of show them that they're important to you. Because sometimes, again, I just feel like for some reason, and I don't know why, you may know more, you will know more than me, Letty, that they just feel, I don't know if it's the kids and the partner or what, but I just feel like that they just need it. For some reason, they need it. They need a little more than just, you assuming that they know. Okay. And it's not that they feel, I wouldn't use the word neglected, but underappreciated might be the word. So that might be it. Or undervalued, and so again, I'm not trying to insult. I'm just trying to, I just want you to understand that they give them a little bit of more, just a little attention, maybe some some hugging and some stroking of the hair, something that's very personal and just a very, very visual, very, very, very tactile feeling that confirms to them that indeed you do love them, and indeed you do care, and that that they are everything. So just, in our busy lives, sometimes we get so tied up in our own lives that we unintentionally forget some of those little things, but some of those little things mean so much to other people that we don't think they mean so much. And so consider that. Okay, give them a little a little TLC, but a little physical TLC, little touches, and something small. And I promise you, you're going to see a benefit from doing that. I really do. I do, because I think they need it. Okay. So show them the love. Show them the love. Anything else, Miss Angie, for Miss Letty?
No, just stay in that positive mind frame. Things are going to pick up for you. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Super.
Who's next?
Good question.
Oh, hey, Love Shines 9. We talked about you too. We were calling all of y'all name and y'all just was gone.
Should we do Tierna?
Tierna, tell us how to pronounce your name. Or if we're right, just let us know that. But we keep getting Tierna.
Tierna. Do it phonetically so we can figure it out for you, so that we don't butcher your name. We don't intend to butcher your name. We don't. Anyway, and also let us know, is a general reading Tierna or a specific question that you may have?
I immediately get that Tierna is limiting herself. If you were on YouTube, yes, I am on YouTube. We're both on YouTube. Don has been putting the little QR codes up the whole night for me and him, so you could go ahead and like the little QR code so that you can see, and they should be in the chat. But you're on Twitch. Is that Twitch? So maybe that's not just it. But this right here is the little QR code that you can scan, and it'll take us to YouTube, to mine and to Don. So we both have YouTube. But my YouTube is just A5Says. If you type that in, you'll find it. And then Don's is Sonoran Mystic Tarot. So you can find either of us easily. Tierna, again, what? Oh my God, what was the question I asked? Jeez, oh please, I totally forgot. Wait, let me see if I can get back into Tierna's. Oh, holding yourself back. I'm like, I know I got something. I feel like you're limiting yourself because they showed me. Okay, Don, I thought I saw somebody walking by. That's why I was like, what's going on? But they showed me a globe, and they're showing me that you need to like there's a big world out there. They're showing me like there's a vast world out there, and you're missing your opportunities because you're stuck or you're keeping yourself in one little situation. And so they're saying that you need to kind of explore. You need to be a little bit more open to other options that are available to you, because you're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself in a situation that you don't have to be in. And they're saying you can move on, and there's other things to explore. They're taking me back to when I used to live in Michigan. And I used to be like, oh, I'm never leaving home. I love where I'm from. I'm never going to leave. I was that person that was never going to leave home. Then I went on a couple of trips outside of the area, and mainly on the West Coast. I think we went to Nevada. We went to Vegas. And I was like, oh, I love this weather. I could go and live here and no problem. It was warm and it was no snow. I decided to start looking elsewhere. I started looking in Texas, Nevada, and Arizona, and I got multiple job offers here. And although it was scary and I had 2 weeks to pack up my whole life and move on with a 2-year-old child to Arizona, I did it. And it was the best decision I made. And so what they're saying is you're limiting yourself by saying, I would never, or I won't, or I can't. And they're saying that you really need to make sure that you are. Okay. So they're saying, yes, Tierna, this is for you. And we're asking you how to pronounce your name. We've asked you like 3 times how to pronounce your name and to write it phonetically for us, because we don't know how to say it, and we want to make sure we're right. And so we're saying, so they're I'm also being told to like, you just need to be more open to opportunities that come your way. Like if it doesn't exactly fit the mold that you want, you're like, nope, 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 nope. And so what they're showing me is some of the opportunities that I got came from situations that I never thought that I would be doing. Like, oh, I never thought in 1,000 years I would be doing this, or, and so I took that opportunity, and it led to this, and it led to this, and it led to that. And it just kind of built onto the skills that I needed. And so they're saying, you need to be a little bit more open about the things that you that you will or will not accept as far as like income or career or how you want to move forward, because you're limiting yourself, and then you're complaining about how things aren't working out for you, and they're saying no, you really need to move forward and try to be open, like see things from a perspective that you would never consider before, like, oh, I never thought I saw myself doing that, but here you are and you've done it. And so that's what they're saying, is that you need to be a little bit more open to the opportunities that are coming your way and to the way that your spirit guides communicate with you. Are you a person who likes to be outside in nature? Because they show me like birds chirping, little butterflies, and little nature things around you. Like you seem to be very comfortable out in nature, like digging in the dirt, walking on the grass. Like those are things that kind of ground you, and you need to stay in that energy because that is a positive energy for you. But you also need to be mindful of the clues that you're getting. Like I feel like you're getting clues from nature, or you're getting clues from your higher power, but you're not tuning into them and you're dismissing them as, oh no, this or that. Like maybe you're having a thought and then a bird will come by and chirp, chirp, chirp as a confirmation, but you're not seeing it as that. You're just, you're so zeroed in on the problem that you're not seeing the solution. So they're saying that you need to just be a little bit more open about what you want to about what you'll accept and the things that you see and the way that you see them, because you're very narrow minded, and they want you to open your scope up and be just a little bit more accepting of change. You seem to be a little bit rigid and not wanting things to change also. So that's what I got. Oh, you like nature? Okay. And are you going to tell us how to pronounce your name? I guess we're pronouncing it correctly.
Must be.
And that's what I got for Tierna.
Mm-hmm. Tierna, are you in school, or are you just out of school? I get a very young vibe. I get a student vibe or somebody that was just out of school.
Oh, pretty much I should leave my partner in current situation. I mean, you should be open to change and opportunities that are coming your way. That is how it was presented to me. I'm not going to tell you yes or no, but if that's the feeling that you have, you should explore that.
When it resonates, it resonates. I'll put it that way. So take it as you receive it. Yeah.
I'm not the love guru.
Exactly.
Oh, Tiana. Really? Because we see an R in here.
Why is the R there? Yeah.
Oh, you're 29. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Because I felt such a youthful vibe. Very youthful vibe.
I mean, 29 is youthful.
Yeah, no, I meant like school, like college,
okay.
Graduate, recent college grad, and like just starting out in life, kind of right out of college and into life again. So it's interesting because the 29,
Where are you from? Because some of the terms that you're using, you want to start taffy? I don't know what that is. But like, I feel like if you're in this relationship, I don't feel like it's an enjoyable experience. I don't feel like it's something that I really want to be with this person. It's kind of out of obligation. Either we've known each other for a long time, or I don't know how to break this person's heart or something like that. But go with your gut and be ready to move on. Like, the thing they're showing to me is when my friend got ready to move here, her and my friend, I knew both of them in college. When she got an opportunity to move here and leave our hometown or leave her hometown, she told her boyfriend at the time, I have this opportunity. You're either going with me or you're staying here. And he packed up and moved with her, and they've been here. If I've been here 17 years, they've probably been here about 20, 25 years. So she told him what the choices were, and he decided to move with her. So you're either you're either going to come with me or I'm going to leave you behind, but I'm not staying in a space that I'm not happy
in. Yeah. And maybe that's kind of the energy I'm picking up, is she needs a fresh start. That's why the youthfulness, like starting over or fresh start. So, because that's what I just feel like this fresh start energy, that like is starting new, again, right out of college. So it's like just a fresh, clean. Don't be surprised. Yeah, don't be surprised if an opportunity comes where you actually move and relocate too. And if it comes along, take it.
Moving on to something better. And then the Ace of Pentacles came up. So that's a new opportunity. That's a brand new opportunity career-wise, with blessings or, you know, just seeing tangible things. So I feel like this is something that you like. Don, the first word on the card is fresh start. And isn't that what you said? Fresh start. Fresh start, prosperity, success, achievement, joy. And then this right here is moving on for something difficult, transitioning from some chaos over to something that's a little bit more calm. So if that's your situation, then the cards are speaking directly, as Don was saying. Everything he was saying, these cards just jumped out. So I feel like it is a positive change, but you have to recognize it and decide that that's what you want to do.
Exactly. Yep. With that said,
where do you want to go? I don't see you moving anywhere. Where do you want to go? Oh, but I did want to say, are you by water? Because I felt water, like you really want to be closer to the water or closer to the ocean. So if that's one of your options, I see you moving closer to water, because I felt like you really enjoy the water, or there's something about water. And then this card also popped out because they're on the water moving on. Well, you have a great amount of time until December to figure out what you're doing. Like, I'm pretty sure you knew this lease was going to end in December when you signed it last December. So
yeah, I don't think you'd be homeless. I think you're going to find something.
Good night, Letty. Happy birthday. I think her birthday 3 days.
And 44. Nice number. Nice angel number, 44.
Breaks down to an 8. Infinity. I like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do see you by the water. So look into those options. Like, you have a great amount of time. It's what, August, September. You have like 3 months to figure out where you want to go. So, or to look for something. And believe me, I know apartment searching is the pits. I hate doing it. But you're going to have to like decide, like, what's in my range? Where do I want to go? What are my options to move forward? And then, like, if you don't have enough, you may have to supplement your income. Like, if you find a place and, it's not affordable, you may have to supplement your income with something else that'll help you out. But I definitely see you by the water. And lush green grass, usually for me, is kind of like that southern area, or that southeast area, along that little coastline over there. But I don't feel like you're in the U.S. Did you get that down?
I'm figuring I feel like she's elsewhere. I
didn't get that she was in the U.S. either, but I did get that lush green grass and the water. So
yeah,
something with 4 seasons, I feel like.
Ireland, Scotland. Yeah, interesting. Tiana, where are you located? Because again, I felt the same thing. I didn't think she was U.S. based. I felt it was somewhere else. So I live in Albany.
We got a lot of people in Australia. Hey,
yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we picked up on that. It wasn't U.S. It was like we definitely were getting that energy.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't feel like it's stateside. Okay, good. All right.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You just have to make some decisions now that can affect the ultimate decisions and where you're moving, when you're moving, all those things. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just make sure that you do the affirmations that Angie spoke about a little earlier, and that is the I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. Make sure you're saying that over and over again every day, every morning. Believe it when you say it. Say it when you mean it, and therefore you draw in the positive energy that things will work out the way they're supposed to. And
what is TAFE? What is that? You said you want to start that. What is that? And don't say I want to, just say I'm going to start or I am starting. Where you don't.
It's Institute of Australia.
I know where you want to live.
Government. It's the Technical and Furthering Education certification.
Oh, okay.
And it's it offers a wide range of qualifications for certificate 1 to advanced to diplomas and so forth and so on.
Oh, where are you getting that youthful school energy, Don? Maybe that's it. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yep. That makes sense. And I read the refresh, the new start, and the school. There you go. It all kind of lines up now. Yeah.
Tiana, it might not, you're waiting for things to kind of get better, which we see there it is coming. The calm is coming, but you need to make some decisions. Maybe you have to help that calm come along. You're saying you don't know what to do because life's a bit stressful right now. Life is going to be stressful throughout the time. And so you can't just be like, oh, I can't make a decision because it's stressful. Sometimes you have to make a big decision when it is stressful. Like, if it's a big storm coming, it's stressful driving in there. Do I put the downtime to say, oh, well, when things get a little bit more calm, I'll do it. Sometimes in the midst of the storm or the storm comes through to move you along. And so you may have to make some decisions now in order to get yourself out of this stressful situation and move forward.
The criminal record is don't use it as an excuse or a crutch. Don't throw that, because you know what the reality is that it is there. You have to deal with it. The fact it exists. But if you start using that as a crutch, I can't because you won't. You won't.
You can be president.
Yep. You can be president of the United States. Yep. There you go. So yeah. Tiana, can you do me a favor? When we are done, go back, watch what we just said, and look at your answers. Every time we give you a direction that helps you to give a little way out, give you a little light, you slam that door shut. Notice that. This is a habit. Look at what you write. Every time Angie's giving you a little glimpse of hope, a little positivity, something that is showing you that what you should be going for, where she sees your energy can be, and you slam it shut. You have a reason why you can't have it work to your advantage. You have a reason why you can't do this. You can't do that. I'm in a relationship. I can't do this. I can't. Look at your answers. Look at these answers that are running right beside us here, because on my screen, they're right here. And I'm telling you, as I look at them, I don't know. Life's a bit stressful. I'm starting community services. I hope, but I have a criminal record. Yes, I'm in a relationship, but I don't know where I'm heading. I don't have income. 427,000 excuses will get you nowhere. And more importantly, I can't, then you won't. Your vocabulary is super important. I had this conversation this morning when I was interviewed about my book, and your vocabulary is super important, and you have to own it. And the first thing is, I can and I will. Mm-hmm. If you start with I can and I will, then you will find a way.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can and I don't, you'll never get beyond that. Mm-hmm. So I can and I will starts the conversation that says, now how do I do it? And you have to learn you have to own your vocabulary, and you have to stop with excuses. You know what? Everybody has things in their past that can be problematic and can stop them from everything or anything. But if you allow it to happen, if you allow it to be used against you, then it will. If you say, you know what, I have this, it's my benchmark, I'm using it as a springboard. Use it as an opportunity, not an excuse, and you will see life.
It's like, I'm applying for jobs every day. I'm aligning with the perfect opportunity that is for me. And you don't have to say anything about your criminal record. I'm aligning with the perfect opportunity that is for me. I am applying for jobs every single day in order to find in order to secure the income that I need to be on my own. One of the things I was going to say to you is, when I broke up with my son's dad, when I left there, I had to get a second job. I took on all the debt when we left. Like, I left in a negative situation when I left. I took on all the debt because I just needed to separate. I ended up having to get a second job, and I had to work myself through it. But I had to pull myself out of that hole. I couldn't sit back and say, oh, well, I can't afford an apartment, so now I got to stay with this person even though I'm unhappy. I had to figure it out in the midst of still dealing with the situation. So you have to decide what you're going to do and how you want to do it. But first thing is probably to start speaking positively. I apply for jobs every single day. The right job, or the job that aligns with for me, is coming, or is here, or I'm waiting. I'm aligning with the job that is for me. That is something right there. So I'm aligning with the job that is for me. And that tells the universe I'm ready to move forward. I'm in a positive mind frame, and I'm not going to let any of my past things keep me from getting the opportunities that I need. So you have to decide that you're ready, and then speak positivity in it and say, every day I apply for jobs, and I'm getting closer to the job that is for me. I identify the job that aligns with what I want. I know what I want to do. you have to have some kind of idea as to what you want to do. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, well, I don't know, whatever job comes. What if you have to decide what kind of job would you want to do? What would be that perfect job for you, and allow the universe to bring that to you, or allow your desires to, attract that situation to you. You're going to attract whatever it is that you're thinking about.
Yep. Raise your vibration level and focus on, again, where you want to be, not where you're limited from going. And just when you do that and you set your focus, it's amazing how things just fall away, because again, you're wishing it, you're making it, you're determining it, you're affirming that it's coming. And when you affirm it comes and you put the energy to it, the universe delivers.
And then you asked me a second time, where is this move? The first time I told you was by water. And then you said, where is it? Because you want me to pinpoint exactly where it is. They're not showing me exactly where it is. You have to make some decisions as to where you want. If you want to live by the water, where is a reasonable place by the water? That's where your move will be. I told you, I saw you by the water. That's the best that I can give you. You want me to say, oh, it's this city, this state, this apartment place. You have to make some decisions so that those things can be drawn into you. I don't have the exact address, or I don't have the exact location or the exact city, but I do see you by water. So out of those options, what is a good area for you? Or is that near where you want to go to school, or any of those places near there? This location that I'm living now, for 5 years, I chased this place. From the minute they said they were building it, I went to their sister location and I filled out the card. And when I moved in, she says, our first contact was 5 years ago. It took me 5 years to get into this apartment, to have the income that I needed to get it, for them to build the apartment, and for me to get into a situation where I could financially be able to move in. And so I knew where I wanted to be, but it took 5 years to get there. And so you decide where you want to be, and it may not take that long, because they may not be building your apartment complex. They were building mine, and you can get there, but you have to set a target in mind.
And you called it in. You told us often. You're like, this is where I want to be. This is where I want. And when you move to other places, you're like, this is a stopgap. I want to be there. I remember when you finally said, I landed it. It finally.
I got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's all about setting that tone about what you want and allowing it to happen.
Absolutely. Well, with that said, Miss Angie, I think you had a long day.
2.5 hours, Don.
I know. It didn't feel like it though. It was a good flow,
Well, Kim set us up with that great first reading, so we were just fired up and ready to go.
She did indeed. And I'm sure when you're in Baltimore and when you catch up with her, you'll enjoy your time, because she's just so warm and wonderful. So I think you'll love it,
Definitely. And of course, I've definitely written a car this time, because I'm leaving them people and going where the heck I want to
go. I hear you. And Baltimore is a car city. It's not to get to places you need to have a car. Unfortunately, it's not that everything's not located.
And I love to eat, Don, so I need to be able to drive to them places to eat.
Absolutely. Well, that said, everybody, thank you for popping in. We appreciate it so super much, and we cannot thank you enough. Your energies, when you bring the energies and you open up yourselves to letting us tap those energies, the readings turn out very well with us, and hopefully for you as well. So again, we appreciate that much. Pop in. We'll see you next week. Tomorrow morning, I'll be back on with Miss Shawn. I've already confirmed, and she will be back.
I miss you guys. I can't wait to see y'all together.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I am certain it'll be fun, which is great. And I'm sure she'll give us some great stories, because she's had some time off and with different things. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh my goodness.
That's it, folks. Again, thank you for popping in. We'll see you next week. Again, hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons always. And until next week, love, light, and blessings from us to you. Hey, K-Weezy, good night. Have a great one. And I'm just going to play us out of here the same way we played ourselves in. First, let's start our music. And again, this is mine and Angie's specific music. That's how I was like,
listen to it, John. It's so jazzy. It just make you kind of sway.
Exactly.
Step into the mystic zone tonight. Dawn and Angie shining bright with terror.